they're amazing. You know, maybe they are, and they're just like sitting down. Not me.
I'll get a lot of times, okay, you're off mic. You know, and I've been doing this for a long time, right? But you're off mic. Well, that's because I'm fighting invisible enemies in the booth, right? Yeah, sorry. Here's the thing, you're doing all these ridiculous movements, you know, fight, whatever. But you have to keep your head right here.
Probably makes the character a lot more personal to do if you get so into it that you started. Like they show things for like Disney cartoons and stuff, like when people do voiceovers and you see them doing all these, and they look weird because there's nothing in front of them.
Yeah.
But they look like they're really into it and they're really being their character, you know, one with their character. We are one.
We did some behind the scenes stuff for Death Note, so they could bring camera crews and stuff. I hated that so much.
I'm not the one for Black Boot.
It's embarrassing, right? Because there's a certain, you're kind of hidden in a booth, right?
Yeah.
So you can do all these, you don't really have to worry about what you're doing. And then suddenly they put a camera right in your face. It's like, guys, I'm working here. There's a reason I'm a voice actor. Cameras, go away.
Want to be heard, not seen.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, but it is. One of the best examples of that was Scott McNeil working on X-Men as Wolverine. Like,
Oh yes!
you could almost see the adamantium claws pop out as what he was doing, because he'd be all in that, right? But same thing. He's got his head right here. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Were you at the wrap-up party for Rama?
The Ron, the rap party?
Yes.
I think so.
Were you interviewed?
No, they didn't want to talk to me.
Aww.
That's because I've been in the bar for like 6 hours. Yeah, open the bar again. No, it's not true. It was actually that was like a joint rap party.
Yeah.
It was that one and somebody else. So yeah, no, I think they just had a ton of interviews. We used to really show up too much.
You should.
Parties I've been to have been like a cake.
Oh yeah, in the lounge, right? Yeah. Well, this was a series that had gone on for 8 years.
Yes.
Because they were like
7 seasons.
They were so
Seven
spread out.
seasons, multiple OVAs, and several movies.
Do you know James? He's the guy that does all the directing for.
the other
guy. Yeah, he started out there. He started out as a sound technician in that series. Lots of people should cut their teeth.
We definitely should back here, man.
If you could travel back in time and remove and voice one of your favorite characters from the cartoons that you loved as a child, what would you pick?
That's a good question. Mel Blanc was absolutely fantastic, so I can't go back and do any old, Leaf and stuff, whatever, but it would have been fun to go back to, like, G.I. Joe, or even the old Transformers.
Yeah.
It was a trip. When I got to work on Transformers, I worked on Energon.
Yeah.
How excited was I to be on Transformers? Of course, I wasn't the Transformer, I was the human guy. I got to fight with Transformers. Oh my god, there's so many cartoons that it'd be hard to hear my voice coming out of one of those things.
No, that's the thing. Like a lot of the cartoons I really liked growing up. I grew up on a farm, right? So I just had peasant vision. So I had like CBC and a couple other things. So do you remember those Canadian cartoons? Things like, did anybody watch Rocket Robin Hood? That's Hercules?
Yeah. Come on!
Yeah. All of the monsters, they all sound the same. They're like, I would love to do something like that.
Oh man, Hercules, that'd be awesome.
Dude.
It's actually kind of funny because you're saying that you could never imagine your voice coming out of a character.
Yeah.
But it's really funny because I know I can, there's some people who can't, but if you hear a particular actor's voice, some people can immediately pick up on, oh, that's this voice actor. Oh yeah, I do that.
Well, when you have one voice, essentially, it's probably not that difficult.
It's not
That's
true.
great.
Not true.
Okay, nice.
That's what I giggle when I hear Toyota.
Yeah.
My sister and I were like, is that Brett Swales in Toyota? I was like, Kirby Morrow, whatever Kirby was doing, I was like, dude, Kirby's totally unrecognizable in his cartoons. Because he has such a deep
voice naturally, and then like you hear him in Vision, and that's the voice, it's like, that's perfect. That's fun.
Some
I know
of
there's
these
one.
guys are professionals.
I know there's one other voice actors who've been doing like a lot of the
Alright.
I swear one of the Johnsons.
Oh, yeah.
Those guys are machines. Yeah.
It's hard to tell them apart, there's like 3 of them, and they all look the same.
It's hard for me to tell them apart when they're like in the booth with me.
Mine's one of those weird questions that's completely irrelevant to anything, but if you could give one of your characters some advice, what would it be?
Are you telling us Scott Steele that?
Oh, yeah.
Would it be?
Yes. What character would be your
Good for light.
Yeah.
Just put it down. It's not your book, just walk away.
Yeah, I don't know. What's some advice? Oh, this so. I'm doing this series now that I can't even talk about. But my character just frustrates me. Like, you know when you're. Yeah, I can't. Now I'm frustrated because I can't talk about it. But my character, he's the one character I think who's like got it all together, and you can be like, yes, this guy's making smart choices, and then it leads up, and he made some mistake, and you can see it falling apart, and So character X in series X, I would tell him to stop.
That was awesome. That's good back.
Yeah, seeing that there's a lot of anime that it has remained undubbed, either like old ones that a lot of anime fans could like, and also some new ones that are just coming out in Japan and are still seeking licensing. Out of these old shows or new shows that haven't been dubbed yet, which one would you like to voice for if you had the chance?
Like a specific one?
Do you know, this is an interesting question because I do a lot of my research at this. This is only the second convention that I've been to, and last time I was here, I remember talking to people, especially people who watch the original Japanese, and figuring out which ones are good, which ones are upcoming, that sort of thing. So if anybody has some advice, apparently the one that I've heard the most this time is a show called Vampire Knight. So to be honest, that tells me when that one comes out, I talk to my agent and I try to make sure I get in to audition for that one, right? In terms of past, they're the classics. I'd love to have been in Akira.
Yes.
I would love to, even like Astro Boy. Stuff like that. I don't know.
Totally sweet. No, Kid would be awesome. I don't know who I want to be in that, but I'd take it. Cool, man. Yeah, that'd be a stretch, right? That'd be a hell of a role. But it's already been done twice and it's pretty good, so
Yeah.
that's one more kick in the can. Fantastic one, right? But as far as like more recent shows that I would like to work on, Beck. So have you ever seen Beck? It's a show about like a budding rock star, essentially, right? Like, I mean, how cool would that be? We got to Greg Ayers, is the guy to play the lead character in that. We got to sing songs and all that stuff. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I guess at some of these conventions you'll have people that know that a show's just been licensed and they're telling you, hey, you have to get on the show. Naruto is one. This is another one. And of course, so I do the same thing. I'm like, okay, if you hear about these shows, let me know because I really want to make sure that I get in there and audition. Of course, those are the shows that like they stay in LA or something like that. And last time I was in Toronto, there was a couple guys that came up to me in my autograph line, and they said, "You heard about Gundam 00?" And I'm like, "Well, I've heard kind of it. Like, I knew there's another one." I'm like, "Okay, this is the character you have to get on this show. They give you this little action figure." I'm like,